take a look. I just got the TH9800, and are you wondering why I bought it? Well, let me explain as we jump into it. Welcome to this episode of RadioTech by DIY3DTech.com. In this episode, I want to talk about this TH9800 radio. Why did I buy it? What am I going to use it for? And maybe what you would want it for. So this is a quad band transceiver, which is really cool. So 29, 50, 144, 430. And it also has receive up to, I believe, 750 to 950 megahertz. So this seems to be a rather cool radio. But the biggest thing I purchased it for is it is a VHF, UHF crossband repeater. This is what makes it really interesting for me. So let's go ahead, take it out of the box, and I'll explain why that feature is the most interesting to me. So one of the things I found interesting when I opened this up, due to FCC policy, the frequency range of the TH9800 radio were locked. Okay, that's definitely Chinese. Please follow the steps as below to spread frequency. So they give me some instructions. Please download software and USB driver, original programming cable. Use the original programming cable, connect the radio to PC after installed. Not support Mac, use Windows system. Now it does come with a cable and a little disc, so I don't know if you have to download additional software. We'll have to sort that out. I'm really not surprised with the frequency range, because I think they, sort of as with the Baofeng, is selling it as a commercial radio. But that be it the case, I just thought that was interesting. Figured I'd share it with you as I unboxed it. But I see you got the mic with the tone pad, everything else, the radio. The radio is actually a really nice compact size. It's got an A and a B side. And again, this radio has made the rounds on the internet, so I'm not going to go over it too much. It's been out for a while, and that's one of the reasons I purchased it. It's got a sort of a mixed bag of history to it. And one of the histories is good, one of the histories is bad. Some people love it, some people hate it. I figured for $200, it's worth taking the risk, again, primarily because of the repeater functionality of the radio. And again, I was going to explain, why did I purchase it for the repeater function of the radio? Well, kind of long story short, I've got a number of repeaters around me. However, they're just a little too far to make it with the old handy talkie, even with the 8-watt, FPHA Baofeng. They're just too far. And so I don't want to be tied down to a specific spot in the house or what have you to, talk on the repeaters. I want to be able just to key up a handy talkie and talk on the repeater. And so this is going to give me, at least I hope, the ability to do that, because I'm going to set this up on the major repeaters basically to act as a band repeater. So I'll talk 440 to this guy, and this guy will talk 144 out to the 2 meter to the repeater. Now I can hear the repeaters on the handy talkie, so that's not a problem. It's simply making it out there, and that's what I'm hoping that this guy will do for me. The other piece is I think this, with its output and everything, 40 watts UHF, 50 watts other bands, has plenty of power, so I'm pretty excited about that. So again, I can't wait to get this set up. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to get the antenna for another couple days, so I really won't be able to test it or get on the air with it. However, once I figure this out and I figure this piece out, I'll get back on here. I'll do some more videos with this. I also want to do a video setting it up for the repeater function. I only found one other YouTube video out there about setting this up for a repeater function, and frankly, it wasn't that good of a video really explaining all the ins and outs of it. So that's what I hope to do in a future video with this, is do a little bit more detail. So anyways, this is what you get in the box. That's why I bought it. I want it for the repeater function. I want to be able to use my handy talkie over here to talk to this guy, to talk to a repeater further out. Now, the other cool thing I'm hoping is, again, if I take like the 8-watt Baofeng, I should be able to talk, at least a couple miles to this guy, and then this guy to the repeater. And so this should open up different, avenues, which is what I was really hoping to be able to do. So anyways, if you've got one of these, have any tips or tricks, let me know in the comments below. I'd appreciate it. If you have suggestions on setting this up to do as I want to do, I would definitely appreciate having those in the comments. So with that, we'll see you in the next video where we do something else cool with radios. Cheers.